someone is sad about missing out on an opportunity with you. They think it's because they held back too much, but you were their rock. They wish they could hold you, held back for reasons beyond their control. You were their rock. They really thought this was something solid they could build on. And then they held back. They're blaming themselves. They think it was their fault for whatever happened to cause us to end. What you seek is seeking you. They're afraid that you're going to quickly attract something else. Like, do they still have a chance? Would they actually approach you? There's a lot of pride here, but I'm getting that some of you have heard from this person in the past few days, and they're just being really quiet still. They're still holding back. They're ashamed. You were dishonest. I hide my true feelings. You were dishonest is like, they feel like you're dishonest about something. Like they can't get a read on you. Like they can't figure out how to approach you. So they're blaming it on you. Those are the reasons beyond their control. That's what they think. They need to just say something. They don't want to embarrass themselves. And if things don't go in a romantic direction, they want to at least be friends. And it doesn't have to be romantic. I mean, but they want to deepen whatever it is. Big changes. Some of you have been in contact like you never did lose contact with them. It just fizzled out. Some of them are trying to get close to you, just trying to bring up a conversation. They're not good at starting a conversation. There are things they wish they could say, and they're afraid they're over-rehearsing because they don't want to mess up if they do get the chance to talk to you. Big changes. Things are coming in fast for them. Things really haven't told many people, but they feel like even though you were dishonest about certain things, really not necessarily like lying to them, but that they feel like you hold back your feelings too, okay? They still feel like you're someone they can trust with certain other things, like this big change that has come in for them. They've really had some kind of windfall, if not financially, just some other way. Something really good has happened to them, and it's something that could be overwhelming. Wake-up call. That's the wake-up call. It's like they're going through something massive. Because even good news is stressful. They're going through something massive that they just feel like they can't tell anyone. And they feel like they could have told you at one time, but they don't know if you want to know about it. You can leave them a comment below in case they see it, because sometimes they do. But they still need to be the one to start the conversation. Just, if you want to talk to them, start imagining a conversation. Start imagining the wheels turning, just imagine yourself talking to them, looking them right in the eyes, like in your mind, okay? And don't tell anybody you did this. Just in your mind, like talking to them, looking at them, like how they smell, whatever, everything, their height, whatever, and just lean in and say, tell me, or think of me, or call me, or something, okay? Whatever it is. Because they're having a hard time just getting over some hurdle. Now, don't do this if it's going to harm someone. That thing I just told you, if it's to the harm of someone, like a third party, like they're married, and you're not trying to break up a marriage, then don't do it, okay? Only do it if this person's free and clear, all right? You know what that means. Rose-colored glasses. They don't realize that you've been through things too, like whatever it is that's holding them back subconsciously. They're looking at your life in such a glowy way, like they think you're the one who should have confessed feelings, or you're the one who should have brought it up. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's both sides. I'm really getting both sides here, that people just need to have an honest talk. You know what, though? I feel like it's all of us. Just so you know, like, I don't want anybody beating up on themselves, but it's me too. It's all of us. This technology has gotten to our brains. I'm doing things to try to detach from it, like exercises, brain exercises, but it's given a lot of us ADHD, whether we realize it or not, all age levels, because it's gotten us so used to these like smaller digestible pieces of content, even like text messages. Like, I mean, content in every form, okay? Everything you consume is content, even if it's not social media. And it's gotten us so used to that we can't concentrate like we used to. And it's gotten to our communication. I feel like a lot of us, what I'm getting to is I feel like a lot of us have just forgotten how to communicate. Okay? like how to communicate actual conversations. A lot of us, I'm speaking from experience here, are not good at that stuff anyway. Like this whole thing where I said they're not good at approaching, I'm being reminded of myself on that one. Not that I'm trying to approach anyone, I just mean for a lot of us, that's where we struggle. That's why a lot of us who happen to be neurodivergent, autistic, whatever, have trauma, whatever. This is my theory, and I've heard others say it. We end up going with the people who are really bold, tend to be not so nice to us, because they're the ones who make their feelings known. There's no guessing. Because we don't read certain cues. And like, I'm the kind of person, I know a lot of us are. A lot of us are. We wear certain masks, okay? And some of us have really developed that mask where it looks like we should be good at that. Like, wow, I can deliver a reading here. It seems like I should be able to communicate about anything, right? No. I mean, we all have our issues, okay? And that was always a struggle for me, was just that conversation, the do you like me, where is this going conversation was always really bad for me, always. So look, this comes out, obsessed came out as I talk about that. So we end up going with the people who are obsessed with us. Okay, and that's not good. Like, don't let this happen in this situation, because now this person is becoming obsessed, but they're wondering, like, they're just afraid they're going to have a very awkward conversation. So if you want a good conversation, just imagine it going well. Like, that's what you have to do. Just start imagining what you want to happen. Start thinking about it. And I'm not saying rehearse conversations, because that can get in your head even more. I mean, just rehearse a feeling, like, of calmness. When you see this person, let's say you guys finally want to talk, all right? And you put things out there. I'm sending you this energy of calmness. Like, just imagine a calm conversation with no awkward humor or things that might put the other person off because you're just nervous and don't know what to say, okay? Just imagine yourself saying the right things, the conversation flowing, but don't imagine anything specific. Just imagine seeing them and it flows and you have a conversation no matter the outcome. Because this is a situation that needs remedied. I'll be honest with you, this whole time I've gotten that. Is this person holding back for what they really believe is reasons beyond their control? And it might be, like I said, they're just awkward. I'm getting an awkward person, or not awkward all the time, but awkward once they get past that point and they know that there are feelings and things should have been confessed, the awkwardness goes away. But this person just doesn't know how to approach this situation at all. No way out, not the one. Well, those are two pretty bad cards right there. From this, I'm getting this person feels like, because of this whole like tendency not to put their feelings out there and not to be good at this kind of conversation, they feel like they're going to be trapped with someone else who is not the one. Trapped. But they didn't feel that with you. I'm telling you, don't approach this person. The way you know it's real is if the person approaches you and you have a conversation. Just imagine getting with the person and having that conversation if you want to. If you want to. I'm not saying you have to take them back. Look, you will only be alone if you want to be, came out. Because you might not want anybody, but I'm talking to those who do want this. You need to know this person wanted to confess feelings. They wanted to tell you so much. And what I described was just a very common scenario. Just this thing where people who tend to be more submissive in relationships, I'm just now realizing this because I'm thinking back to even men I know who've gotten with these women who are really dominant, and you can tell they're not really happy. It's like, what happened there? I've known this to happen to so many people. It's because the woman was more dominant, kind of pursued the man, and he wasn't used to that, and he was glad someone finally did that, because I know a lot of men don't want to approach either. So it's both. It goes both ways. It goes every which way. And just think about that. Think about all the people you've known how did they end up with such a person? I'm not saying it's necessarily abusive, but just people who they end up giving way more in the relationship, that kind of thing. Getting into marriages where they're mostly in it for the kids, that kind of stuff. It's because the guy was kind of passive, didn't want to pursue, didn't want to get his feelings hurt. I've heard men say the only way to get over that rejection, as far as like telling a woman how you feel, is just to keep doing it. Like, just take as many chances as you can. Like, don't let your feelings get hurt that one time and then you never do it again in your life. And that's why you end up with some woman who's not very nice to you. But this is going both ways. Like I said, someone here really needs to put it out there. Just may the conversation go smoothly. May it be a good, pleasant conversation if it's to be had at all. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You are not of this earth. Don't be afraid to manifest this conversation if it's what you want. Because this person really sees you in a divine light. They're so mad at themselves for not taking a chance before. They don't want you to be alone. They wonder if you are alone. They're hoping you are. I just get a feeling like I'm supposed to send this energy right now. Look, I'm sending it. And by that I just mean I'm thinking about it. My intention is that going through this phone to wherever you're seeing this, that this conversation happen if it's supposed to happen, that you won't have to do anything to make it happen, that it will flow exactly the way it's supposed to flow. No awkwardness. Everyone comes away knowing what's going on. No confusion. Everybody says the right things. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't let fear get in your head over this. You have no fear came out. That's what as soon as I said, don't have any fear about this, okay? Don't let fear get in your head. You can do this. You're going to be more upset that you didn't take the chance. So even if the person comes in and wants to have that talk, don't fear. I'm not saying you need to end up with them, because that fear could be holding you back. It could be your spirit just saying, don't do this. Only you know the answer to that question. But don't let it be fear of just not confessing feelings that are actually there, because you're going to regret that. You have no fear. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.